ASMR Gaming News. Greetings everyone and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we have a lot of nice news this week. The first piece of news is for PlayStation. So Sony this past week had a special State of Play event live stream where they showcased a few of their upcoming games, and one of them, of course, is a very highly anticipated game, The Last of Us Part 2. So during this event, they showed off the game, they talked about it a little bit, gave us some details and information, and a release date, so people are very excited. The Last of Us Part 2 is launching on February 21st, 2020, so that's just a few months away. This is going to be a big PlayStation 4 exclusive, and let's just say PlayStation fans are very excited. In fact, after this event, they posted the trailer on their official YouTube channel, and their channel just reached over what I believe is 10 million or 11 million subscribers. I know they reached a new subscriber goal on their channel just because of the Last of Us trailer, so lots of people really excited for the second Last of Us game. The trailer, by the way, is out right now. You should go check it out. There's a nice reveal that made a lot of people excited. Not going to spoil anything, but you should definitely check it out if you're a fan of the original game. And after this event, State of Play event, they talked to the developers. Some people got to play the game. Lots of news, gaming websites, started doing kind of like interviews with the developers. So we have a lot more information about it now. So basically, everything from the original Last of Us has been improved on for this sequel. So anything that you liked about the first game is going to be present in the second game, but even better. Like, apparently they're adding so many like story mechanics, a lot more interaction with enemies in the game, more stealth but active like stealth segments that are a lot more terrifying, and there's going to be like a variety of ways for you to overcome obstacles or dangerous situations or scenarios you're going to be in. So this is definitely going to be a fun adventure or journey for Ellie in this Last of Us 2 sequel, or Last of Us Part 2. I keep wanting to call it like 2, but it's Part 2. But yeah, definitely check out the trailer. This is going to be a very big game next year, coming out in February. New trailers and gameplay all over the internet right now, so people are very, very excited for this. And next we have some Nintendo news. So a new Nintendo game came out this week, and no, it is not for the Nintendo Switch, but it is a game that came out for phones. So Mario Kart Tour came out this week. Apparently it broke all sorts of records on iOS, like the Apple App Store. The game is free, by the way, so if you have an iPhone or iPad, highly recommend checking out Mario Kart Tour. It's the latest Nintendo game. It's free to play. I think it broke every single record of most downloaded game in a day. Like, apparently all like the Clash games, let me see what else. Basically every big game on the App Store has had its record broken by Mario Kart Tour. It's now at like #1 spot, and the #1 of all time in daily downloads or something like that. Crazy stats for Mario Kart Tour. Apparently it reached like #1 in over 58 different countries or something, so lots and lots of people downloaded it and are playing it right now. Sadly, I cannot play it because my phone's kind of busted right now. I need to get a new phone. So I really want to try out Mario Kart Tour, and my older phone, which is the one that I'm kind of using right now as a replacement, can't really run it at all. So I just have to watch gameplay of people playing it online, but it looks really nice. There's like loot boxes and unlockables and all sorts of other things, like rare characters that you can use in the game. But the game itself is actually pretty cool. Like, if you like Mario Kart, this is a fun, free game that I recommend checking out. I can't wait to download it myself, but there are trailers and gameplay out there, so let me know in the comments if you picked up Mario Kart Tour for your phone this week, because I know a lot of people have been playing it, and I can't wait to start playing it as well. Next, we have news for one of the biggest games of next month, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So, Call of Duty Modern Warfare had an open beta this past week on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and basically, the developers came out later and said that this was their biggest open beta of all time. Like, apparently no other game in the Call of Duty series has ever had a huge success as this game currently has. So apparently they've reached like some numbers that have never been reached before in terms of downloads and people playing the game online. So people are very excited for the new Modern Warfare game, as they should be. I have already pre-ordered the game. Can't wait to play it when it comes out in October. They released a story mode that you can actually check out a trailer for on the official Call of Duty channel. The story for this new Call of Duty game looks very intense, very serious. It looks like we're going to be going to lots of different countries around the world. There's going to be some drama, some intrigue. The story also apparently is very, very dark. So don't go in expecting a happy story, but you know, Call of Duty games have always had pretty intense stories. I mean, I remember the first time I played, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. I mean, the stories in that, even in Black Ops, were pretty scary at times. Like, some serious stuff went on. So, can't wait to see what the story is going to be like in the new game. There's a trailer out right now for both the story and gameplay. So, definitely go check that out. This game is going to be amazing, so can't wait to play it. And I'm happy that it's breaking all sorts of records this week. The beta has ended, sadly, so I was not able to get into it because I pre-ordered it like the day it ended, but whatever. And also, there was some drama, some controversy around Call of Duty Modern Warfare this past week as well. So there was some good news and also some bad news. Apparently, the PlayStation 4 version is going to have exclusive content for 1 year that no other version of the game is going to have. So if you're getting it on Xbox or on PC like I am, we are not going to have a Spec Ops exclusive mode in the game, because that's going to be exclusive to the PS4. So people are very angry. Apparently Infinity Ward, like the developers Infinity Ward, they came out and said that they had no, say in this decision. It was made by the higher-ups over at Activision in the company that decided to make it an exclusive to the PlayStation 4 for 1 year. So we're not even going to get that mode, this exclusive Spec Ops mode, until a year from now. So fans are very angry, understandably, because come on, 1 year exclusivity for a feature. But I'm sure Sony, probably paid Activision a lot of money to have Infinity Ward make this mode exclusive or something, but still, it caused some controversy this week, so that's why I'm covering it. Next, EA put out a new Star Wars trailer for the upcoming Star Wars game, Jedi Fallen Order. And honestly, it looks pretty good. Like, this new trailer shows off more gameplay, more story elements, apparently, about the main character, Cal, which I don't know how I feel about the name Cal. Star Wars is such like a vast universe with so many unique characters and stuff that I feel like they could have come up with a more unique and interesting name than Cal, C-A-L. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I mean, we do have a character called Luke, and he's probably one of the coolest characters in Star Wars, but I don't know. like we should have gotten a more interesting name, maybe. Apologies to anyone called Cal that's listening to this right now, but maybe you'll agree Star Wars should have more crazy, unique names for their main characters. But regardless, this new trailer, awesome. Kind of reminds me of Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. If any of you played that back on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. The gameplay looks fun, like you're going to be traversing environments kind of in an Uncharted style way. We get to see in the trailer some gameplay. He moves around, you fight some enemies, you climb some surfaces to get to new locations. The villains in the game look really cool. Some people, though, are complaining about the new Star Wars game being kind of PG friendly, in that the lightsaber, when it cuts like stormtroopers and others, it doesn't really cut off a limb or anything like that, like in the movies. So they're saying that they intentionally toned the game down so it would be more of a kid's game than a serious game for, teenagers or adults. And I kind of get where they're coming from. People want a more mature Star Wars game, but they have to make it appealing to everyone so kids can get it this year for Christmas, and parents don't have to worry that they're getting a super violent Star Wars game for their kids. So in a way, they're kind of making a game that is going to be for everyone. But yeah, the game looks pretty cool though. I like the graphics. They're very nice. Looks like they're using like a lot of like the assets from Star Wars Battlefront. Not sure if DICE is donating like stuff that they used in that game to the developers making Jedi Fallen Order, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of resemblance between some of the characters, some of the areas and things. It looks really, really good. So I think this game is going to be fun. Maybe not Game of the Year or anything like that, but I'd like to try it out here on the channel when it comes out. So let me know if you want me to play the game, and I'll probably pick it up. Next, Death Stranding. So good news for Death Stranding fans, for all the Hideo Kojima fans out there. He posted an image and a tweet today saying that Death Stranding has gone gold. And when a game goes gold, that means that it's completely finished. The master copy of the game has been printed. All the data for the final disc version of the game is ready. So all they have to do now is basically send that master disc to a printing station, whatever, and that's where they're going to start creating discs from it. And that's the copy that they're going to use to upload to the PlayStation Store. So Death Stranding is officially finished in development. Of course, they're going to be updating the game in the next few months as it, releases. They're probably going to put out some patches and stuff like that, but it's officially ended right now. So there, people are celebrating. Developers usually celebrate when a game finishes, and fans of Hideo Kojima are very happy to see that the game has gone gold. So I always thought that a game going gold would mean like a golden disc or something, but usually it's just the master copy with the developers usually signing their name on the disc or something to commemorate the date and occasion. So pretty nice to see that it has finally finished. Next, we got some amazing news from Square Enix. Apparently, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Lots and lots of details about Final Fantasy VII Remake this week. So, we got to see the box art. So, apparently, the box art for this game is going to be very, very similar to the PlayStation 1 box art. So, it's a full-on remake of the PlayStation 1 game, and they're keeping the original North American box artwork with a Cloud standing in front of Midgar near a mega reactor. Iconic image for Final Fantasy fans, so people are very happy about that. And we also got to see a lot more about the game this past week. So many details were released. We got to learn more about the battle system. We got to see the menus, how materia and summons are going to work. We got to see more characters, character models, and details about Tifa and Barret. Lots and lots of amazing things. So, as a Final Fantasy fan, I am very, very happy for this game. And Final Fantasy VII is coming out early 2020, shortly after The Last of Us Part 2 comes out, actually. So that's going to be an amazing start to the next year. So can't wait to play Final Fantasy VII. Definitely go check out the new trailer gameplay that they've released recently. There is a lot of it out there. It's kind of overwhelming, actually. So lots of stuff for Final Fantasy VII fans. Next, there is a rumor going around that the next Batman game in the Arkham series is possibly going to get announced for the PlayStation 4 very, very soon. So, as you all know, probably Fortnite had a huge crossover event with Batman for the 80th anniversary of Batman this past week, and fans of both Batman and Fortnite have been going crazy about this. It's a super, super huge deal. So what happened was, after all of this, the developers for the Arkham games at Warner Brothers actually retweeted some cryptic messages, mysterious messages, and people are speculating that this could mean that we are going to get an announcement for a new Batman Arkham game. Now, if you have an Epic Games account, on the Epic Games Store, they recently put out all of the Arkham games for free, so you're able to download all the games for free, and people are saying that the reason they did this was to build hype for the new game that is going to get announced soon. So I kind of see that theory, why it has some validity. Like, it would make sense to release an older game to kind of build hype for the sequel or a new game in the series. So it seems like that's what they're doing. They're releasing kind of like mysterious tweets about an upcoming Batman something. So fans are suggesting that we are going to get an announcement very, very soon for a new Batman game of some kind, and honestly, that would be awesome. The Arkham games were pretty cool. Arkham Knight had some mixed reviews. Some people didn't like certain aspects of the game, but Arkham City, that was like game of the year for a lot of people, so they might make another sequel in that series, who knows, but there's definitely going to be something Batman related getting announced and revealed very, very soon. Next, Sony revealed that the PlayStation 5 is going to take less energy than the PlayStation 4, so it's going to be less power hungry, is their terminology, is the wording they used. So this is actually kind of funny. PlayStation partnered with the UN environmental program to help combat climate change, and PlayStation is really marketing this how the new PS5 is going to be eco-friendly, is going to use less energy, consume less power than the PlayStation 4. So in a way, that's kind of awesome, because the PlayStation 5, according to Sony, is going to be extremely powerful, and yet it's going to take less electricity and power to power the actual system. So more powerful, but use less energy. That's awesome. So props for Sony, and can't wait to see the PlayStation 5. And last piece of news is for Nintendo. So Nintendo released yet another ASMR video on their channel. So this is the second time Nintendo has released an ASMR video. The first time was a commercial for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They released an actual ASMR trailer for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You can check it out on their official channel. I thought it was crazy how they did that, but yeah, they just released another one, but this time it's for Super Mario Maker 2, and it's just a really calm and relaxing ASMR video, official ASMR video by Nintendo, and there's a lot of nice ambient sounds, nature sounds throughout the video. Very relaxing, so I love that Nintendo is kind of embracing ASMR and gaming, so thought I would include that in the news. Definitely check that out if you're interested in Nintendo and ASMR. Pretty good. Super Mario Maker 2 commercial as well, by the way. And yeah, that is all the news for this week, so thank you all for listening, for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be sure to have a new ASMR gaming video out very, very soon. And if you want to help support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/ASMRGaming. And with as little as $1 a month, you can help support the channel and the creation of more videos like this one. So definitely do that if you can. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. So long and farewell.